Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is for you to know the difference between your temporary reality and your permanent reality. I'll break each one down. See, your temporary reality is what everybody knows. They know what they see with their eyes, their regular five senses, and that is what they use. The five senses give you your current reality, which is the temporary one. For people that are visionary, people that have goals that are pursuing aggressively, they understand that the five senses give you, again, a glimpse of what you see right now, which is what everybody consider reality to be. You know what I mean? Like when you talk to most people, that's all they talk about is what they see here and, what they can sense with their five senses. Now, that is your present reality, your temporary one, right? And there's nothing wrong with you acknowledging that, and you must be able to acknowledge that and face that, obviously, and acknowledge it for what it is. That is your current situation that you're experiencing. No matter what it is what it is. That's what it is in the moment of time right now. What I'm sharing with you and what I want to teach you today, though, is that your permanent reality, on the other hand, is the vision of where you're going, people. Is knowing where you're going and be able to visualize it and see it in your mind's eye just as clearly as you could see it with your physical eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you can see things physically here is you want to develop your mind to the point where you can literally visualize everything that you set out to do. You can see it so clearly in your vision, in your mind, you can reach out and touch it. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is that for people that, if you're not a visionary just yet, you can practice and develop that as a skill, obviously. You know, like the way you do it, obviously, is with your imagination. You create the visions you want with what you can imagine with your mind. So that takes practice, but over time, I don't care how bad you are at it right now, you will master it if you're consistent and diligent and intentionally practicing visualizing what it is that you want every single day. And you got to understand that, whatever you focus on becomes your reality. So if you focus on the vision that's in your mind, then if you put majority of your focus there, then that's what will be manifested over time. For people's life that never changes because they keep focusing on their current reality and what they see with the sense with their five senses, and because that's all they ever focus on and that's all they ever see, then they keep living their life in like a negative cycle where it's like the present keeps cycling over. It's like your life is not really changing. It's like you keep going through the same cycle of just existing. You're just reacting to life, not really dictating or controlling life. And that's what your present or current reality is if you depend on your five senses. Now, what I'm encouraging you to do, people, is to really, again, get good at visualizing what it is that you want, and the more you're able to do that, then the more you'll be able to realize the things that you actually want. It will start seeing it more and more in your life, So I want you to understand that, when people critique you or talk down about, hey, you can't make it happen, they're speaking for themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? They're really just, again, stuck in the visual world, the five sense world, right? Where all they see, if they can't see it, then it doesn't exist. But for people that accomplish things in life, man, every last one of them will tell you that the things that they've accomplished, the only reason why they've accomplished it is because that was realer to them than what they see around them, Now, I ran a meeting, I think it was Monday or so, talking about duality of life, is that you must be able to live in both worlds, though. You must be grounded, people, in your current reality, being able to acknowledge it, being able to see it, and being able to really allow yourself to not embrace how it makes you feel, but definitely understand how does that make you feel. You know what I'm saying? And use that as motivation and as fuel to help you to really progressively, aggressively go after the vision and the goals that you have in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to be grounded in both though, because if you just are somebody that stays in the mental realm as far as like with the vision that you're going after, then what happens is that's not good either. If that's where you live all the time, then you're not grounded in present reality either. So you have to balance both. You have to be able to balance the line of being able to acknowledge your present circumstances and also be able to acknowledge your present circumstance basically, but go back to focusing and building on the future vision, the vision that you see in your mind. Like continuously work on that. I would say spend maybe, I don't know what the ratio is to be honest with you, because I think for everybody it's gonna be different, but you know what you need to do is like you gotta figure out what percentage. 50%, 50-50, or 80-20. For me, I spend majority of my time focusing on the future. I think I'm more 80-20. I focus more on 80% of my time on where I'm going and 20% of acknowledging where I'm at and embracing how it makes me feel and using that as fuel to really drive myself to accomplish the things that I want, people. And that's what I'm encouraging for you today, is at least be able to know the distinction and understand that just because your life is a certain way right now doesn't mean that a year from now, 5 years from now, it got to be that way. It will only stay that way if you don't have a vision of where you're going, people, because you can't accomplish something that you can't see in your mind. You can't accomplish something that you can't even think about it being possible. Then how the heck do you expect it to ever happen for you? So that's your work that's cut out for you, is you really need to start visualizing where it is that you want to go and realizing that the vision that you see, you want to get to the point where that becomes more real to you than your present, which is what I choose to do. But again, you got to figure out the ratio, because you must be able to face your present circumstances too, though, and acknowledge it for what it is. But my point is, don't live there. Don't stay there. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge it and then pivot back to focusing on the goals and the plans you have in mind and working towards that amazing life that you're creating, which is something that you necessarily don't have right now. But you must be able again to visualize it. So with that being said, really and truly, that is the message today, people. Understand your different realities. Your present circumstance, it is a reality right now that you're experiencing. However, the vision of where you're going again is the reality that you're creating every single day. And the fact that you're that intentional about it, you realize that it will happen or materialize a lot faster in your life. Work on that every single day, people. This is you creating your amazing life, just like you watch me create mine every single day. With that being said, people, here are my declarations for your life. Number 1, you are a millionaire. Number 2, I declare that you are married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, people, I declare that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life. I also pray, people, that the Spirit of God will continue to lead you and guide you, man, to finding your amazing purpose in this world. I pray, people, for infinite knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, especially comprehension, for you to be able to figure life out for yourself. Nobody can do that for you, man. You have to figure life out for yourself. Every information you're getting, whether it's from me or any other source, is just information. You have to be able to interpret the information and make it make sense to you, people. That's how you figure your life out. That's how you create your amazing life. Let's get busy doing that, man. I pray that the Spirit of God that's inside you again will bless you with abundance and blessings abroad, all over, man. With that being said, people, y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.